Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars Week 112, Day 6. Today's the yellow day, and today we're going to be going over all the weekly spoilers for the week, as well as finally finishing out this event. So of course, we have ourselves the good old Vault event, and we're aiming a little bit lower this time around, trying to get about 200-ish, 300-ish or so for it. Definitely want to hit at least 200. And that's going to be our goal. I was able to grind some. I believe we only had 4 deeds left last time, so I basically doubled that number. We are now at 8. How many of those we'll dip into, we'll see. But I definitely want to hit at least 200, so it might dip into some of those. We'll see ultimately what we end up doing with that. But 100%, got to go until at least we get 200, which realistically is about, like, what, 4 or 5 more Paloozas for now? Probably about 5 more Paloozas. Yeah, we are counting Pity, so maybe 4. As Pity's already counting for pretty much a whole Palooza in itself. 21 keys right there. Oh, I didn't even take these earlier? I know I made sure not to take the other thing, so it wouldn't. Hey, we got a Dragon Soul. I, like, really need it. But, there we go. Oh, yeah, it's the 20th day of the month, too, so we get the little orb. Oh, maybe that's why I didn't take it. Oh, that's probably why. I tried to save the orb for the streams, just in case we get something juicy. But, of course, we almost never do. And, of course, final day of the Kingdom Pass, too. If you want to go buy this out, get any of the rewards, today is the very last day you could do it. Of course, while grinding a bit off-stream, we have already done this. But this is... Oh, look at that! There you go, see? Well, let me go update the orb number. Let's see, where do I have to keep the orb number? There's now 119 orbs. Can't currently see it, but there's a 119. There it is, all the way over there. Anyways, so, yeah, it's pretty cool. But, yeah, very last day to get this done, so definitely make sure to do so. Also, did we miss a day or something? Did I miss a day? Oh, no, I just forgot to collect it the other day. I see. Because as I say, we should have a whole nother set of rewards, but yeah, I just forgot to claim it the other day or something. But, there we go. Anyways, so let's start with the spoilers before we get into Guild War, and then we'll go from there. First, let's go to the Gems of War website. Latest news, go to the official post, and should be this one right here. So, we got a Grashnok event next week. Grashnok pretty notorious for having some of the worst mythics in the entire game, though most recently it did get a mythic that was slightly less horrible, but it's not that good, so still not much of an improvement. As far as the troop that we're going to be getting next week, you can stock up on Yellow Blue Arcanes. Deal some damage to an enemy boosted by Orc allies, and of course it doesn't say, so we're going to have to go to a third-party website just to double check what that ratio is. It is a 4x ratio. So for every Orc ally, it does 4 additional damage to an enemy. And if the enemy is death marked, there's a 35% chance to devour them. That is pretty inconsistent. If this was a higher percent chance, I could see this being viable. Like, for example, if something's death marked, it has like a 75% chance to devour them or something similar. In that context, it'd be good. But 35% way too low to bother dealing with. And I don't see any really redeeming quality from this thing compared to other Devour options. Even earlier on in the game, there are better Devour options for the same mana cost. Like Gluttony and that one brown, yellow one, I forget its name. That does like a 50% Devour, just 13 plus brown. And stuff like that. Like, this is just not filling any gap, even earlier on in the game. So unfortunately, not going to get used. As far as the reward event, it looks like it's just rarity order, which seems nice, right? The cakes are worth more. So yeah, it's just rarity order. Just don't take the Dynamite Goat. And as long as you're not taking the Dynamite Goat, you should be getting the maximum amount of points. It also seems like it's just going to be the same battles over and over again. So yeah, just don't take Dynamite Goat, and good to go. Very straightforward reward event. Great to see. As far as other things that we have going on next week, there are a few. For one, the bounty trip that we're supposed to have this week, we're actually going to be getting next Friday. Wait, do we have 2 events next Friday? Why is there 2 of them here? Wait, what? One of these is for bounty, the one that has the bounty bonus. What is this guy for on the same day? Blackhawk. What? Wait, let me go check something. Let's go see what the actual things are. Let's go over this first, as this will probably give light. Do we have 2 events next weekend? Because it almost seems like we have 2 events going on next weekend. Unless I'm looking at the wrong date there. Anyways. So, of course, we just went over the world event. Faction. It's going to be the Dripping Caverns associated to the Grashnok Kingdom. Wednesday, we're going to be getting one of the Grashnok pets. I believe it's just Orc bonus. Yep, Orc bonus. Thursday, we're going to be getting the class event for the Orcs, which is the Barbarian class, which unfortunately is pretty useless. Not really much of a use case for it because other hero classes have better overlap. And then this Friday, we have Bounty Hunter, which we know about because what ended up happening is Bounty Hunter and Vault Event got switched. So this weekend we had Vault Event instead of Bounty Hunter, whereas now next weekend we're going to be having Bounty Hunter. That still doesn't explain what this other troop is coming in from. Am I forgetting something? Because that's everything. Nothing else is going on. Let me go look back there. I'm trying to think of what this one's for. Yeah, Friday, June 2nd, random Blackhawk troop. Oh, it's a mythic, duh! I could have just seen that. Wait, duh, it's the first mythic of the month. It's the first Friday of the month. It threw me off because it's so early, June 2nd. But yeah, duh, that's the first Friday mythic, duh. Yeah, that's what it would be. So yeah, this one's for Bounty Hunter, which we already knew about. It was supposed to be last Friday, or, you know, 2 days ago. But it will be next Friday instead. It doesn't really do too much. It deals some damage to an enemy, boosted by skulls. Boost ratio is not high enough to justify it. There's a little bit of skull dodge. It's just going to be used next event and never used again. But yeah, let's go take a peek at this mythic. I haven't actually taken a look at him, so much so I didn't even recognize him as a mythic. But yeah, let's go see what he does. Hopefully something useful. Let me grab this so we can see a little bigger image. Put that over there. Up, up, up. Put the whole thing in there. Put that in there. And let's see what we got. Alright, so this thing is an elemental monster. Elemental being pretty decent because you get 50% mana start it pretty consistently with Mirage Queen. It ends up having a 22 mana cost, green, yellow, blue. And it deals magic plus 3 true damage. Ooh, that's a good sign. To the first and last enemies. Ooh, that's really good. Boosted by blue gems. That's okay. Realistically, like 10-ish you're probably going to get. So about 10 boost. But yeah, that has some potential. Aquatic, so it gains Submerge when it takes damage. Not bad. Some score reduction. Not bad. And what's its unique perk? Gives 4 armor to all blue allies when matching blue gems. No, you could have been so good. Why did you have to ruin it? You were so close to actually being a decent troop. Well, that ability's still okay, though. But gosh, that final trait. It had 2 good traits, or at least a good one, a average one, and it could have had an actual final trait. But no, it only has 2 traits. Technically 1.5, because armored is barely 1. But, yeah, that's unfortunate. So close, yet so far. But, it's okay. Double true damage poke. I just don't really see why you would use this over, like, Tina 9000 or something. But, yeah, that's unfortunate. There's just better true damage out there. There's Weaver, there's Tina 9000, there's, Beatrix if you're not even counting mythics. Obviously Tesla got buffed recently. But, yeah, I don't see a reason why you would use this. It was so close. All it needed was a good final trait, and that actually would have been usable. Because then you could use it as a pretty tanky troop, because it gets Submerge pretty consistently. So it can dodge AoE. It has Armored, so, you know, a little bit of score reduction there, can survive an extra hit or 2. And if it just had a good final trait, or at least boost ratio from it, it doesn't even boost ratio from this. It doesn't use armor at all for anything. Even though, quite literally, it's armored, which is quite ironic. But, you know, armor doesn't help you use armor better. Just a little bit extra durability. Yeah, it's unfortunate. He's not horrible, though. But he's really average. I don't really see many situations where you're going to bring him out compared to the already good true damagers that exist. Oh, yeah, Scourge of Honor is another one that just, like, blows out the water. Scourge of Honor. Same mana cost, too. Good final trait. A lot more true damage overall. Similar boost ratio, 2 times based on condition. And technically, it's almost 4 times because it doubles up on each one. And you're getting about the same boost ratio from this, too. Because if you do it on all 4, you're getting an 8 boost ratio, as in 16. Whereas the other one's going to average about 10 blues on the board, which is about 20. So, and this is everything instead of just 2. So you're actually getting more overall damage just from the boost ratio alone from Scourge of Honor. Let alone the rest of the ability. Let alone his traits. So yeah, there's just no use for that, I don't see. Like, maybe you'll do it in a Weaver team occasionally. If you want to do it on, like, a certain Guild War color day, I guess. But otherwise, I do not see much of a use case for that new mythic, unfortunately. It's not bad, it's just very average. Anyways, so, in other news. So we went through that. Let's go do Guild War. So, as we mentioned, it is the final day of Guild War, so let's go finish that up. Seems like we're actually losing for the first time this week as well. Assumably, this is, like, the #1 guild in our bracket. Not quite. They're a few up on us, though. Actually, we were #1 earlier. Apparently, it was just because everyone else didn't get their battles in yet. So apparently, it could also just be because we haven't gotten our battles in yet. We're actually not that far behind. Let's see. That is 4 people. 4 times 9 is 36. 36 into this number is... Oh, yeah, we're still behind. We're actually still behind by a lot. We're down by about 5,000. Roughly, give or take a little bit. We're about 5,000 down. A little bit less so if everyone does a perfect, like a 9,500 plus. But we're about 5,000 down, which isn't too bad. Yeah, let's go do our battles. Okay, so Yellow Guild War. Definitely not... Though, in theory, this would count as a Yellow Guild War team. Though, for obvious reasons, that is not our Yellow Guild War team. It is pure yellow, though. So, I wanted to test Bork round 2. So we're doing a Bork Mechanist class as Rope Dart. Arachnian Weaver and Ubestedt. That is the game plan for today. Just to give Bork a second chance to see what it can end up doing. We're using this in place of Gorgulfa. Obviously, it doesn't have anywhere near as much score reduction as Gorgulfa. It lacks the cleanse on cast, and it also has 25% reduction instead of 75%. However, it's still some reduction, and it'll get mana quicker, which is the main thing we're kind of hoping on when doing this team. And that's pretty much the game plan. So we'll go just double check. Everything's yellow, yellow, yellow. Hey, also our defend team did really good. Oh, Life and Death. Remember when we mentioned the standard Life and Death Weaver team? Well, it had the highest win rate this week at a 33%. Because it won 2 out of 6 battles, so not too bad. But yeah, pretty standard Life and Death Weaver. Pretty much as standard as it gets. It's like literally like the most standard you could possibly make it without like getting creative with it. But hey, it works. There's a reason why it's red. It is our highest win rate team out of this entire week as far as all those defend teams. So hey, it works. No need to change it. Alright, so anything else we need here? Okay, I think we're good to go. Alright, everything's in order. Let's go test the Bork, regardless how it goes. Anyways, hello everyone, by the way. Let me go say all the hellos. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, as well as a wonderful Volk grind. Though it's not over yet. There's still 6 hours left of it. Well, 5.5. And we're not going to be streaming that whole time. Probably for, I would say about 2 hours tonight. Maybe a little bit longer, we'll see. Depends where we are by then. Because our main goal is to hit 200 keys. Anyways, hello Bill, hello Jamie, hello Ricardo, hello Kikolier, hello Chris, hello Ginky, hello Tyrion, hello Draco, hello Isabel, hello Maximus, hello Lester, hello Ricardo, hello Vanessa too, hello Clipbomb, hello Kikolia. Accidentally crafted your current total of 27 Paloozas. Oh no! Wait, did you actually use them all? Finish hours later with a total of 43? Oh wow, so you actually used them all? Wow, that must be such a grind if you use that many consecutively. Because 27 Paloozas... Wait, what's the math on that? That's 6 hours straight. Almost 7. That is a lot of hours straight to do Paloozas. It's pretty much like a full-time job today of doing Palooza alone. If you were to do Palooza for that long straight. Did he actually do it the whole time? I can't tell based on those Volky numbers. Because gosh, that's a lot of Palooza. Yeah, that's basically 7 hours straight. Let's see. Without any break. Oh, so hello, Sushi Ninja. Hello, Cookie. Hello, who have I missed? Hello, Insane Gamer. Hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, so hello, Chad. Alright, let's go and answer this. So, what do we need? We need to go and get Bork. Problem. I can't get Bork mana. I need brown. I need yellow. Neither are available. He has a convert of red to blue. Do we care about that? No, it does nothing. He has a convert of green to blue. Do we care about that? Yes. So let me move this over. Oh, that gives him a yellow turn. Oh, wait, he even got the skull from the Cascade there. That's not ideal. We should still be okay from here. We have to have a 5 times yellow. We are frozen on yellow, though. We don't have an alternative cleanse. I can't go for the drain. He's going to go for the thing. We don't have a +1. And he killed our Bork! No, I wanted to test the Bork! Come back, Bork! Okay, well, backup plan. We gotta go try going for the Weaver. Let's see. We're still frozen on blue. I'm stunned on it too, so I can't really do anything. That's one problem with switching into mech as well, which is one of my main reasons I didn't really want to run the good old chicken. Is I was concerned with how it would do if we had to set to mech. Oh yeah, I forgot we don't get the extra turn because we're currently disabled on the thing. Do I have to take Skull here? I think I have to. We have to take Skull and hope for blue from Sky. We did not get blue from Sky. I can still take a blue. He's going to red to blue convert, and we can deny most of it. I don't think there's any way I can deny all of it. I want to take this. He'll still get that over there. He'll still get that over there, so he's still going to get a lot of mana from it. I can't block it all. We are somehow still frozen. This being a Skull, or Doom Skull, is actually bad, because otherwise we could take an extra turn green right there. That'd be a 5 times green. I still can't utilize it for any amount of damage. I can go and utilize a mana drain here. But I can't let him take a standard poke. Yeah, I actually have to take these skulls. As much as I don't want to take them right there. Alright, so we finally have Rope Dart operational again. It is 60 damage. Do we want to do anything immediately with the 60 damage? I kind of want to go move Hero to first slot. The problem with doing that is we don't get to kill Zolgoth. Unless we Ubestedt. I think that is still worth it, though, because we can get Ubestedt's mana. He's not blocked on brown. And he's not blocked on red. This also allows us to have him entangled for a while, so we can actually bait him out for some duration of time. I can take this purple into Skull. We can also try for a Skull from Sky this way. I'm tempted just to take the brown, start getting Ubestedt ready. But we're going to try the Skull from Sky. We did not get the Skull from Sky. It was not worth it. Alright, we'll take our green. And now I think we just go all in trying to get Ubestep mana, or he starts draining us again. And we should kind of be good to go from there. Ubestep kills out the other two, and then we kind of just win. Very sketchy fight, but still should ultimately be a win. Good old web spinner summon. Unless Zolgoth goes crazy here, which he kind of has. Not ideal. Because now he can just kill anything he wants, and he will indeed get at least one of them. We have a red storm active now instead of blue. It's not ideal. I kind of wanted to try for blue extra turn over there. Brown surge is not enough. Green doesn't really do anything for us. Skull, if we could get it, doesn't actually kill him because he has impervious to the web. We don't have any kind of status on him. So we know he's going to get basically a double kill here. So we could assume Hero's dead. So I think, yeah, we do have to go for Ubestep here. And now this allows us to kill that, and then we just win. I will take the Skull. That doesn't kill him, which is actually a good thing here. Because now we get to double kill off the Ubestep. We get our Web Spinner round 3, and one more poke will take that out. What a weird fight, but hey, a win's a win. Yellow Surge would be great right about now. Yeah, Bork has failed us on round 1. Hopefully it won't fail us on the other ones. One of the reasons I actually run Gorgotha normally on this day is because you need the tankiness of it. And I was hoping the speed of Bork could kind of make up for it a little. It did not. But, okay, he's using Elementals here, so we can just go straight for that. He's using a Megavore, which could really ruin our Ubestep otherwise. Should be fine. But hello, Logic Slayer! Welcome, welcome. Alright, so right off the bat, we're going to want to take a lot of yellow. We'll take all that right there. Oh no! Wait, who's frozen? Wait, was that not an extra turn? Who was frozen? No one's frozen. Did I not take it correctly? There we go. Alright, we'll take that over, take that over. Do you have alignment? Blue to yellow. No. Well, kind of. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I do have to do it. I didn't see the one over there. Blue to yellow. He does get alignment from our clear. That's unfortunate. And now he's going to go a little crazy here. Oh, he did not get that much value. That's nice. Okay, so we're not frozen. 100%. Nothing's frozen here, so we'll take that. We're taking the Skull first, but I actually try to want to cascade it for later. Because I actually want to take the Skull on Hero if we can. As honestly, this isn't too big a threat, the Ubestep overall. I mean, not the Ubestep, I mean the Megavore. Unless it just gets really lucky, it's not going to do much to us. The armor tier also does not count as damage. So we'll just do that. Get a nice board clear with Bork again. But yeah, Bork is very quick. It does have that going for it. Like, when you half mana start it, it keeps getting things way quicker than the Gorgotha would. And now we just go and mark this. Is that kill range? Probably should have done the math before I poked it. It does 126 damage. That is not enough damage. There are two ways to do this. I'm actually going to do this with the Bork. The main reason being is that we get a lot more mana accumulation, which counts to their score. And now that's kill range, and then they're dead. There we go. Hello, Henry! Welcome, welcome. Hello, Jamie. Ubestep was frozen. Oh! That's unfortunate. He was frozen right at the start, and then he got cleansed. Okay. Did not see that. Alright, battle number 3. We got a monk. Interesting. Mercy. Okay, so he's doing the Wild Fang method. This is one of the other reasons why you normally want to run Gorgotha first up, but we're going with the Bork this time. To see how it'll do. Because that thing hits really, really hard initial skull pressure. So right off the bat, we want a brown surge. Let me just make sure he doesn't have any alignment. Blue to yellow. He gets some mana, but no extra turn. Purple to yellow. He gets absolutely nothing, so we actually want him to do that. Let's take this brown, hope it surges, and then we win. We did not surge. He did the one that was good. Actually, technically, either of those would have been good for us there. So, who do we want to prioritize here? Probably Hero. It's once again not running stealthy, so we just simply go for the Hero, so we can set it into Ubestep range. We then go clear the board. And ideally, he has nothing. Okay, he does have a little something. That's book 2, isn't it? Oh, no. My Bork! Come back! Alright, Bork's gonna be super dead. Hey, created some bomb gems, though, which kind of helped because it blocked the board. Hey, the bomb gems did something for once, kind of. Partially. Ever so partially. Alright, we can take a yellow here, we can take a yellow there. This one gives us a little bit of red, so we might as well. I don't see anything bad happening. We also get some purple from it, so we actually get a lot of mana. Staircase there. Then we just go for a Rope Dart. Ubestep really needs mana here. We can always feed him off of brown. The red destroy isn't going to help us too much. Unless we get, like, really lucky, like these 3 to destroy, and then that yellow brings down that brown, which gives us full mana, then we just kill him. I'm actually going to double up on heroes, weird as this may seem. I need to make sure he's in... Oh, it actually happened! We got those 3 red, then it knocked the yellow, then it knocked into the thing. That was exactly what we needed that to do, and it actually did. Alright, so this is going to seem like a really weird move, but I have to not take the 5x skull. The main reason for this is if I kill hero, Ubestep will not double kill. Oh, but then he... Oh. Oh, this is a weird situation. I think I still have to do for it and hope we get Web Spinner. Because Web Spinner will not be hit by his extra damage. He will not double damage to Web Spinner because Web Spinner is a green-blue. Whereas our entire team is yellow. So we have 2 chances to summon. Let's hope we get one of them. We did. Perfect. Okay. So that keeps us protected from his really high damage hit. And now I kind of just win. He could one-shot our Upestead here, but beyond that, I don't really think it's going to do anything. Actually, no, he's not. I can just Web Spinner him. Because he's going to have no magic. Plus, he hit our Web Spinner. Even more convenient. All right, and now we just have to kill them. So basically, we just do the cycle over again. Get a Rope Dart, get a Upestead, win. I feel like these battles are going a little bit too slow, though. Oh, also helps if I don't do that. Oh, too slow is in we're not going to get enough points. Let's see. But hey, a win's a win. I don't mind low scoring as long as we don't lose one. We did lose once earlier this week, but it was from a good old double empower that we just had nothing to do on, unfortunately. I don't feel like we did anything wrong on the battle we actually lost on this week. It's just one of those situations where you just kind of auto-lose. Guild War does have that. Let's see. I'm actually going to go for a Web Spinner here. That's a bit of a miss. No, I finally got the Upestead! Aww. You know, we could theoretically still lose this fight. It's very unlikely, though. But it's still possible, because he's naturally going to kill our first slot, probably. And then he has really high damage on the other 2. He realistically shouldn't be able to kill it, though. I actually want Mercy to cast here deliberately. Because I need it to create a bunch of yellow, which we just really need. And taking this should be pretty safe. Oh, I can't take it the other way around, can I? If I take it the other way around, I don't get brown. But then again, I don't need brown anymore, so I can still deny it that way. No, it replaced it with the color it needed. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Well, we'll go get Rope Dart up, hit him again. Oh, this battle's going super slow now. Because we don't have a mana accumulator. Bork died too quickly. Yeah, we might just have to stick with a Gorgoltho there. I feel like for the other team, we could kind of keep Bork there. But for this team, it really needs Gorgoltho on Yellow Guild War Day. It just functions so much weirder without it. Well, we'll still use it for the rest of the battles just to see how Bork does. Also, there's still a billion bomb gems here that we can't do anything about. In all fairness, neither can he. But it's really slowing down the pacing of the board. Because neither of us could do anything with it, and we're just kind of looking at half the board being blocked. It feels like those gigantic chests in Treasure Hunt that just block the middle of the board sometimes. Same thing's happening right about now. And is that Weaver kill range? Surprisingly not. So we'll go for that again, and then Weaver for a little bit more mana. And there we go. That was a very weird fight, but hey, a win's a win. Also, what on earth is that name? That's a very long name. Hey, one more win and we get PvP done for the week. What do we have now? We have Book, no Stealthy, so I can just target it directly. Double Empower, as what else would be expected. And Enrage Carandera, which I'm surprised no one else from this guild is running yet. It converts all yellows to Doom Skulls. So yeah, that could be pretty devastating if it actually lands. Another reason to run Gorgoltho in first slot. But hey, hopefully the Bork will stay sturdy enough. The problem is once Book starts going, it just kind of dies. Let's hope I can actually Surge this time. So I need to go take this vertically so that he can't get anything from the purple unless we get really unlucky here. Good. That's exactly what we wanted. Got the Bork to full mana. He has a blue to yellow. Does that do anything? Yes. It does enough that I'm going to clear. It's no extra turn, but I still want to clear out the board. Oh no, he actually cascaded extra turn there. Oh, that's really bad. Oh no. He got it from the cascade. We're not frozen on purple, so I can actually take that freely. I'm tempted to take a yellow. He's about to get Book immediately. We can get rid of the damage from Book, but not much else. The problem with taking yellow here and not blue, so I might try forward off of Sky. But the problem with that is... Actually, can I stop him from taking any yellow? Yes, I can. We can take it that way. No, he still got it from Cascade! Gosh, what are these Cascades? Okay, so we can Weaver. Weaver doesn't really do much in this context. I just need Yellow Surge. We were trying to take it in a way that can hopefully denies yellow. Because if we take this upwards, it has a chance of giving him no yellow. Good, that's exactly what we wanted to say. I was even going to say hopefully we'll get a Cascade from Sky, but did it before I could even mention it. So we definitely want to do this on Hero, of course. It's not blocked by anything on yellow, so we're just going to do that. Get a Bork, hopefully get Upestead, and that will be match as long as we do. And that looks like match. I can't take yellow for extra turn as long as we have enough damage here, which we should. We do not, really? 6 to 1, 57. I have 120 damage. We got a problem here. I have to somehow do 120 damage to his first slot. And there's only 5 skulls on the board. Well, actually 6. Oh, it's because of the Entangle. I was like, wait, why is it so low? But yeah, the Entangle is doing that. Not ideal. Because even though us entangling once isn't normally too big a deal, the fact that he's entangled us twice drastically lowers how much Ubistek can end up getting here. And there's no way I can poke it with anything else, unless I get another Rope Dart. Wait, I do have a free turn Rope Dart here. We're not frozen on green, right? Yeah, so I can just take this. That's a Rope Dart. I'm going to have to waste Rope Dart for this. And then we can Ubistek it. So it's not really a waste, but you know what I mean. Alright, so we can't insta-kill this one. So we have to bring him to the kill range next when we end up doing this. So we're just going to go Rope Dart him next. The only problem with this is he does not have immune to Entangle, which is not ideal, but we can also just poke him with Skull, so we'll do that. Is he in Weaver range? He will be if we could get another Bork that died. Poor little thing. Alright, the Bork just does not want to survive. I can actually go for Ubistek now and then follow it up into Weaver instead of doing it the other way around. Actually, I could just do it the other way around, just win, couldn't I? How much damage is this? Let's do some math. This is 109 damage plus 71. Oh yeah, that's way more than enough damage. We just let him do a turn, we then Ubistek, and then it's over. Alright, that's fine. And then we do this, and unless I miscalculated, that should be way more than enough. And there we go, and we get our Whip Spinner resummon. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to go back to Gorgotha or something. Bork's not going to cut it. I think for yesterday's team, we can kind of keep the Bork. But not for Yellow Day. There's just too much Skull Spam. It's a very Skull Spam heavy day. Because Enraged Carindare, it gets a lot of value. Because all the yellow converters. Almost everyone's running Book. Which, in all fairness, that's a problem on every Guild War day, not just Yellow. But it feels like it's particularly an issue due to Enraged Carindare just getting a huge burst when it does. Because normally most of these teams are running Double Empower with Moonrabbit Mercy. Alright, I think we're good to go. Anything else we need to change? Kinda happy with this. Also, I do feel like we should have gone double yellow banner, though. Like, double yellow blue. We still could. What's the double yellow blue banner? Double yellow blue, double yellow blue. I'd have to minus red. I think that's fine. Minusing red for double yellow blue. Because I'd rather have double yellow than double brown in this context. Especially since we're not using a barrier on brown hero class. If we were still doing that, like Elementals or something, it would be a little bit better to go double brown. But because we're running it this way, I actually do want to go to double yellow. Really important to get that Bork going. And of course, it still gets the same value from double brown, but it leaks into other stuff a lot better. And we're already going to be getting so much yellow from Moonrabbit Mercy, which pretty much everyone seems to be running. Especially with all the books out there. Oh, hello, Nexurus! Welcome, welcome. You just finished watching your last live stream? Oh yeah, we finally did deal with that spider, by the way. Not sure if anyone asked yet in chat, but the spider has been dealt with. And I did not kill it, kind of. I found a duster that we had in the pantry. And I, like, dusted it away. And then dusted that duster outside. So did it survive? I have no clue. But it is no longer here. And that's the most important thing. Let's see. Oh yeah, the Gnome Furry's been going pretty good. Though we didn't do that much this weekend compared to some in the past. You thought I murdered it? I may have. It depends how hard it got dusted. But I have no clue if it was alive or dead by the end. I just know it's not in this room anymore. And that's the main thing that matters. Okay, blue to yellow. Does nothing. Purple to yellow. Does nothing. Brown, extra turn. Does nothing. Because we can't. I guess I just take brown vertically just so he can't take it. So he gets a little bit of mana. We are frozen on yellow. So I think we just have to hit the board clear then. Come on, Bork, you got this. We did not land an extra turn. He already... Wait, how on earth do you already have mana for Book? Did Double Empower get it that quick? Poor Bork. Okay. So he's going to convert the blue to yellow again, which does nothing unless we get really unlucky off of Sky here. I was going to take a ton of mana and just see what happens. Oh, he does a lot of yellow. He gets lucky from Sky again. Unless I was already on the board and I just didn't notice. Okay, we're frozen on Skull. I kind of have to take that, though. Though I could also take the 5 times yellow. Do it that way. Distract him with a Skull. Because where's everything going to be after we take this? Because he shouldn't have extra turn anymore. The Skull will be there. Yeah, that should be fine. Oh, but he still had the extra turn on the other side. Oh gosh, but I couldn't stop them all. We have a Rope Dart to try to mitigate it. Because he will do the other thing first. Ubista has no kill range. I almost want to move Enraged Carindare, but we really can't. I could also move Hero. Hero's an interesting choice. Yeah, I think we do move Hero. Because this still will remove his barrier. It'll entangle, which is the most important thing. He will get entangled. Because I can't do AnarchyChampion there because it will not get entangled. So we move this over. I will then kill Hero, most likely. Weaver is so lucky you are blessed right now. Let's see. So many things are frozen. I can't take the yellow. He's then going to get full mana from it. He has 2 different ways to get full mana from it. I can take this Cascade. He might get Skull Distracted for 0, which would be very beneficial for us. My concern is we don't get enough mana from this. Okay, we do from the Surge. Nice. Oh, we have an extra turn from something we're not using. Oh, that's really good. Biggest issue right now is Hero probably being immune. Also, all the Entangles making our Ubistet do like 0 damage right now. Not ideal. We're not frozen on blue. Oh, no, we are. Rope Dart. Let's see. This is a really weird situation because he regained barrier and can keep regaining barrier. Makes it kind of awkward to try to kill it. I still feel like that was the right choice to try to hit. Alternatively, we could try to do the Ubistet and the other thing. The problem is it's not going to get re-entangled when I do this. And it's going to get all of its mana back for its cast right now. So I might just have to take out another target and then double kill the other thing. So I'm going to do this. It'll do a couple things here. Oh, we're dead. No! Wait, no! The Weaver win. No. But yeah, I got us at the end. Long story short, we're not doing the Bork again. At least not for this day. I feel like we can get away with it on Brown Day. But we need Gorgotha for this day. There's just too much skull pressure up front. Unless we want to also carry... Oh, you know what else I almost want to bring back for Yellow Day? That we ran a lot, because for whatever reason, it feels a lot worse on Yellow Day than on a lot of the other days. We normally, on some of the other days, Yellow Days, have been running a Empower Purple to Yellow. Yellow to Purple. You can actually deny your own yellow on Yellow Guild War Day. I believe it's one of the only colored days, if not the only day, where you can deny the color that you're using on the given day. And gosh, is it so ridiculously good to do. It slows down your pacing a lot on Yellow Guild War Day, but it is so absurdly needed on some of those battles with the double empowers, because it's even worse on Yellow Day. Because Mercy has 4 times Cleanse, and Bunny has Bless the first slot, which makes a lot of strategies not work as well. And then you have AnarchyChampion for the Yellow to Doomskull, which is one of the whole reasons you need Gorgotha. But yeah, definitely not keeping Bork on Yellow Day. Brown Day, maybe. Yellow Day, definitely not. But we said we would try it, and we tried it. And there we go. So we only lost 2 Guild Wars this week. Not too bad. One of them was what we just did, and the other one was... I don't remember what color day was it. What day did we lose on earlier? We lost on... let's see. It would have been the second day. The second day was red. Oh yeah, red day's always the most annoying. It has notoriously been the hardest day over the years. And I would still say it probably is. But, apparently maybe yellow, because that's the one that we had the highest win rate on, too, for our defense. But, yeah. So those are the 2 we lost. Defend red and... Or, not defend red, but, red and, yellow. But yellow mostly because of Bork. I'm pretty sure if we went down the Gorgotha route, we still would have been fine. Or an anti-empower, which I think I might just start running on purple days now. I mean, on yellow days. But it denies into purple. Because all you have to do is just feed something nice with purple there, and you're pretty much just good to go. Oh, hello, Jonian. Welcome, welcome. Anyways, let's go hand out a code. We just finished out Guild War. Let's go hand out yet another code. I'll probably hand out a couple this stream, probably 3. We have been on these good old vault grinds, and we're still not done with the vault grind. Going to start getting into that pretty much immediately. Actually, we'll probably just go straight into a Palooza as well. Might as well. I farmed some earlier, so might as well start using a couple of them. Get our vault key numbers up. Still trying to hit at least 200 this weekend, which, you know, not a huge milestone. Pretty small number, ultimately. But, gotta get at least some of them in there. Our pity's currently at 21, so we're sitting a little over 100 right now. So we just have to do the other 100, which shouldn't take that long. If we just used our reserve right now, we'd hit it pretty much within an hour. But anyways, let's go run one of them. Let's go head over to the Soul Forge. Oh, wait. Let me make sure I have my team set up first before I do this. Because I'm pretty sure I'm still set to my farming team, or apparently my Guild War team for some reason. I guess because we just used it. Because I want the good old Ironhawk farming one. One for Paloozas. How about Bork with Gimlet? Well, what day can you run that on? Oh yeah, I guess you could do that on Yellow Day. The problem is if the Gimlet doesn't have alignment. Because then you just kind of lose at that point. If you have alignment with it, it would work out pretty well. I'm just not sure how consistent that would end up ultimately being. Because if you then have to deal with their double empower after that, that could be kind of annoying. Though neither of them do touch brown. Wait, what's his other convert color? He does green to brown. Yeah, that's safe, because she does purple to yellow, and the other one does blue to yellow. So doing green to brown actually would not be affected by their empowers. So yeah, you actually could get away with Gimlet on Yellow Day if you wanted to. Even into Gorgoltho you could. I think we have in the past, but I end up retiring it for other options. Yeah, you could definitely try to run it. It doesn't conflict with the meta at the moment, but also doesn't counter it directly. Like, you're just hoping you get a better starting board than they do, essentially. Is the main thing you're banking on if you're going Gimlet. But it could work to feed Gorgoltho, feed Bork, or feed similar things. I'll catch you later, Chad. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, we have 8 Paloozas. We farmed 4 of them off stream today. So a pretty good amount. Though we're still getting pretty much the same rate, about 1 per hour. I'm not sure why, but this whole weekend, I've pretty much only been able to get 1 verse per hour. Which is quite a bit slower than we've been able to do in the past, which is kind of unfortunate. Also, I just realized I didn't start a timer! No! Oh, well, that's not too big a deal. I forgot the timer. Oh, next one I'll make sure to get the timer on it. I clicked the button for the timer, but then realized I don't have the timer open. So I clicked it as if it would do it, but it won't do anything if the app isn't open. Whoops. I know, where's the timer? I forgot the timer. I clicked the hotkey for it, but I forgot to open it, so the hotkey does nothing. Okay, we'll have a timer for the next one. The next several, I should say, because we're definitely doing more than 1, that's for sure. Realistically, we have to do about 5 Paloozas this stream. Like 4 or 5. This is the first of that. And theoretically, we could just run down our whole stack. Which, honestly, we just might end up doing, ultimately. And just off-stream, I'll try to farm up to 10-ish for the rest of the night. Because it will be up for a little while. It might be all the way up until we record the weekly video. But unfortunately, not too much happening next week. We got a Mythic on Friday. We had the Bounty Hunter that we were supposed to have last weekend this Friday. And aside from that, nothing particularly special. Pretty average week. Come on, click. There we go. Actually, I don't remember. What's the big thing for May? I mean, not May. I mean June. Because they did a roadmap, and the last month of the roadmap was June. Until they do the second roadmap, which means we're getting an updated roadmap next month for the rest of the year, which would be cool. But I actually don't remember what it even was for June. Because I remembered the May one, because that was the big ol' Adana rework, which determined the fate of Ironhawk. And of course, Ironhawk survived, which is the most relevant thing about that, which is nice. You're saving all the keys at the moment? Yeah, they're good to save for new mythics. Actually, speaking of which, we got one this Friday. The new mythic's pretty average this Friday, though. But it's better to go for an average mythic that you don't have than accidentally get a repeat of one you already have. There's just better true damagers out there. And unfortunately, they gave them no final trait. And by no final trait, I mean a very useless one. Which is unfortunate. Pens, Veils, Legends Reborn? Oh, I thought you meant a rework for a second. Oh, yeah. We have the summer event going on in a couple weeks. I forgot about that. We can actually see that in game already. We showed the really cool armor, too. It has like a Fire Warder theme going with it. Not my favorite of them, though, yet. I would probably have to say my favorite was the spring one that we already have. Actually, I think I'm wearing it right now. What's the summer event? Basically, it's a 2-week-long event where you just have to do a few easy battles every single day. And you end up getting a armor for it. You end up getting a that your hero can wear. You can end up getting a new troop. You can end up getting a new pet. Hey! A verse 3 in our verse 3. Look at that. Oh, that's so lucky. We gotta go run another Palooza back-to-back. Look at that. Oh, that's the first time we got that all weekend. We got the verse we needed within the verse we're consuming. Very lucky. Oh, that's a great start. But it basically means this Palooza's free. It's a really great start to the grind. Doesn't happen too often. It can still happen. Verse Gnomes do still appear during Paloozas, though their rate has substantially been nerfed multiple times now. Just to make sure you just can't get like infinite of them from a Palooza. That is still very rarely occurs. Tyrion, what did you end up mentioning? You got an ultra rare double verse gnome battle on your Gnome-A-Palooza last night? Nice. Yeah, that is something that can still happen. There's no cap to how many Paloozas you can get within a single Palooza battle. Or sorry, how many verses you can get in a single Palooza battle. I've gotten double Curse Gnome before. I've gotten double Dragonite Gnome before. I've never seen, since they've nerfed the rate a billion times, but since they've nerfed it, I have never seen double Verse. I've seen triple Verse before. I think I've even seen quad Verse, but that was like pre-nerf times. But post-nerf, I don't think I've seen double a single time yet. I know it's possible. It's just very, very rare. Like, I think even double Dragonite and double Curse Gnome are more common than double Verse. Yeah, I normally do timers when I'm doing the Palooza. I forgot to set it up. I clicked the hotkey for it, but the app wasn't open, so it did nothing. But yeah, for the next one, I'll be having a timer, as well as all of them the rest of the stream. I just forgot to open it before the stream started. Or after Guild War, more specifically. Versus you've got are 19787. That's not too bad. I'm pretty much at like 40, 40, 40, or 40, 40, like 0, 40. Pretty much. I think it was like 40, 30, 8, 30 or something. Around those lines. Or a 3 is just like substantially lower than everything else. Let's see. You have a ultra hardcore question. You need another opinion on Tacit. For what? There was the question. Oh, come on. There we go. Whoa, double epic Volkey. Nice. Speaking of doubles. It might be our first one all weekend. I don't recall seeing multi-epic Volkeys this weekend yet. That's about how many you can expect to get from an entire Palooza. Honestly, this Palooza has been so good so far. This might actually be the best Palooza we've had all weekend. Because we got a reverse back, double epic Volkey there, and everything else seems to be going pretty good. And it's only like 5 minutes in. If we had a timer, we'd know for sure. I'll set up for the next one. Why are our Volkeys not 69? Because we got more of them. So assuming you maxed green and purple kingdom already, and are 6 to 12 months from doing another purple, but are you trying to figure out what purple you're doing next? We're almost at the point of upgrading our first purple. Our first green's going to be a little while from now. And by the first green, I mean the only green, because there's not another one at the moment. As far as magic is concerned. Would you use 2.5 books worth of writs to max Sword's Edge sooner? I don't know. It depends how much you use armor. I feel like I kind of would. Oh, actually, I probably wouldn't. Because I'd still want to put them all in on magic. Because that extra armor is pretty useful, most notably for Tuesdays, actually. For, like, Guards Avatar teams for running a lot of the factions. And obviously Rowan. But I feel like it would mostly help with Tuesday faction events. Because Tuesday faction events run almost entirely armor buff, now that I think about it. Because there's Tesla, there's Rowan, there's Guards Avatar. And they all work really, really well around that range. More so Guard and Rowan. Tesla more so for their later range, but she can still work at the lower range too. Because those are about the only troops that really use armor for the most part. Like, there are a few that use it somewhat, like Tina 9000 and such, but they use it in a way that isn't as effective. Come on, I'm clicking. Gosh, the drag click. I was actually playing on the mobile version earlier today for a couple hours, and I was doing the grind. And, it is so nice not having to worry about, like, drag misclicks. Because on phone, it feels like it has a much more lenient system to it. if you like drag your finger slightly compared to dragging the mouse slightly. Because if you do it on PC, it just thinks you're not clicking at all. Whereas if you do it on mobile, it still does the click. Which is so much more convenient. The amount of time we drag click multiple times because we're clicking so quickly and trying to move to the next location so quickly, and then doesn't do the input, is very high. I don't recall it happening a single time when I was doing it on phone earlier. Also, Tyrion, you mentioned your mobile account. Do you actually play it on mobile, or do you play it mostly on PC? Because you mentioned it as your mobile account, which would assume that you're playing it mostly just on phone, then. I only read chat when there's something dirty in it. That would be funny that that was the one I read. But I do not. I just don't notice some of the other stuff. Or that, or I'm trying to read it to myself. Because I don't read aloud, like, every single thing that ever is posted into chat. That would take a lot of reading. Like, I read almost everything everyone posts. I just don't always read aloud everything that is posted. Oh, you don't have a PC? Oh, interesting. I'm not sure what I would do without a PC. Like, oh wow, whoa, wait, what? We've got, whoa. How? We just profited verse 3. Well, I guess we're just running verse 3 all stream. I was questioning if we would, but we just got 2 verse 3s in like 10 minutes. That is insane. I think this is the first time since they triple nerfed Paloozas that I've ever actually profited Paloozas from a verse. Or from a Palooza, I mean. Yeah, we've gotten 2 verse 3s in like 10 minutes, not even. And not even from farming it, just from doing a Palooza itself. We're actually up 1 Palooza right now. Oh, I guess it's just a run Palooza all stream kind of stream. Hey, Triple Volky. Honestly, there's definitely not going to be a single Palooza this weekend that tops this one. Definitely a very solid one. Not to mention our Volky and Epic Volky number has been pretty nice on it too. Oh no, so, no. Just looking at chat. And the gnome was tankier. The good old Dragonite gnome. Honestly, Dragonite gnome is so annoying. Obviously, they deliberately did that just so it'd be a little bit more durable. It was like, it was their way of nerfing Ironhawk without nerfing Ironhawk. Which makes sense. Because Rowan doesn't actually have to deal with Dragonite gnome. It does enough damage that it just kills it outright. Whereas this team can never have enough damage to kill it. Yeah, I'd probably just wait 3 to 6 weeks to upgrade Sword's Edge. Like, you're not going to get that much of a benefit from having 2 armor a month early. Come on, I'm clicking it! There's like 3 clicks. It really does not want to click today. I don't think it's my mouse either. It's just the game, whenever you do like a click drag. It's like, nope, no click for you. It happens most often when trying to do the cast button. Because you have to click on the troop all the way over to the cast button, all the way over there. But I'm very sure this is our best Palooza we've gotten all weekends. And probably will stand as one. Oh, is there 1 minute left? Okay. It's gonna be hard to visualize exactly when that is. Ooh, Dragonite Gnome. Should we just let it live? You know what? I'm just gonna full claim the Dragonite Gnome. If Bill has an approximation on it and it's like 1 minute, I'm just gonna let this guy live and then we kill him. Good water break. Last night during Guild Wars, you had your battle won, and your mouse slipped. Took an extra 3 turn with it to win. No! It's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait on this Dragonite Gnome. Because we don't know what the timer is, so we might as well just claim him for full loot. I don't need a Dragonite, but we could go put it towards a 3rd Diamantina. There's no reason to have one, but we could. I think we're like 200 something short or something. Good old hydration. Yeah, we'll give it a few extra seconds since we don't have a timer. Actually, you know what I could do in this time? Let me go set up the timer. While we're waiting for this battle to get over the time. Live split. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, no, it's not opening. If I click it again, it's just going to open another instance. I'll wait a second. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Good thing I didn't click again. All right, there we go. We got a timer. Doing timer things. I think it's about safe to kill him. We'll give it like an extra several seconds. No, he did not want to update. Alright, should be good. Let's hope that's full loot. Yep, sounds like it. There we go! And hey, we got a Vault Key and 4 gem keys. Look at that. And we get our full 80 Dragonite, not bad. Ah, there we go. Where's that put our Dragonite now? I think we're like 200 short now. Yep, 190. Well, technically 183. Ah, there we go. 2 more perfects and we'll be good to go. Anyways, let's actually time it this time. And somehow, we actually profited Paloozas from that. That's insane. That might be the first time I have since the nerfs. Alright, let me go figure out what our numbers are right now. Because they should be quite a bit higher right now. So do keep in mind, this is slightly skewed because of, what we got earlier too, like off stream. Oh, we got 110 for... Oh, I'm updating the wrong number. Whoops. This is 110. And Palooza's obviously 5. And Epic Vault Key is probably the one that gained the most. Let's see, we started at 758, so that is now 12. So you know what? I believe I got one off stream. So that means the only thing we got was a double Epic Vault Key. So yeah, that one actually was a little bit more towards average. It was just really lucky that we got 2 Paloozas within it. Because that 2 Epic Vault Key drop we got was actually the only Epic Vault Keys we got the entire run. Which is a little unfortunate, but kind of funny that they happened simultaneously. Right, there we go. That's where our numbers are at. But yeah, since we did indeed profit a Palooza, I might as well just go and keep going with it. Because we started with 8 and now we have 9 after doing 1. So yeah, let's go do it again. I might just run Palooza the whole time. Because that would get us there. We're trying to hit 200. We're almost there already. If you count Pity, 23. We're at, counting Epic Vault Key, that's 25. Or sorry, 35. So we're currently at 145. Which means in 3 Paloozas, we would already be there. We just profited 2 from that. Well, you know, profited 1, gained 2. Anyways, let's go run another one. So PvP seems to have a battle. Watch, it's probably someone from Guild War. How would they have 11? That many people fight us in that shorter duration of time. I feel like that updates very weirdly. Because, yeah, none of them are from Guild War. So no way could that many people in PvP have fought us in that time. Because you could, like, make the argument, like, yeah, some of it was from Guild War, but if this number didn't move, then it couldn't have been from Guild War, then. That's kind of strange. Anyways, let's go do another Palooza. This time with a timer. Okay, Soul Forge, other. Take the Palooza, and this will put us right back where we were. Prior to the 2 Paloozas we just got for free. And of course, we're sticking with the same team. And then we need to change it since we're not farming any Paloozas. So apparently, all we have to do is just use our Paloozas to farm more. If we keep getting that lucky on them. Because that previous Palooza was basically free. And profited 1. Yeah, the phone loading screen's pretty long, but I'm normally, like, multitasking. Like, if I'm bothering to play Gems of War ever on phone, I am generally multitasking it with so many other things that I don't even think I notice that the loading screen is longer. Even on my slower phone. Which is normally the one I actually play it on, oddly enough. Because I never really noticed loading screens being that much longer. Though I am on a pretty decent computer right now, so it could just be that these are quicker. Because generally with how long the loading screen is, there's actually a minimum amount of time that the loading screen always takes, regardless of how quickly you load it. Like with what I'm on right now, we're probably fully loading it by that point right there in the bar. But it always has like a loading bar that goes for X amount of time, regardless if you already loaded in or not. The only time you're ever loading longer because of your device is if that bar ever goes more than once. If that bar is only going once, like that's as quick as you can go. Like it's not going to go any quicker than that. Because it's one of those fake loading bars that a lot of things have. To make it seem like it's actually loading. But realistically, it's already loaded in way quicker than what that bar is. Yeah, there's a lot of areas that have like fake loading bars. Not just in this game, but I mean like everywhere. Where the loading bar is mostly there for the perception of something happening. Also, how on earth did we get 2 of the other verse now too? It's not the one I need, but we're getting some really weird verse luck all of a sudden. It is nice that some modern things are kind of just getting rid of the loading bar, though. Especially now that technology is able to actually load that quick. Like, I haven't played any PS5 or Xbox exclusive on the most recent consoles. But I believe a lot of the more modern games actually, like, completely removed loading bars from some of their games. Because there's no reason to do a fake one, because it just loads stuff so quickly. That you can just go and load into an area pretty much near instantly. But there's also other ways to kind of like obfuscate that you're doing a loading bar. Like Tears of the Kingdom actually did it really, really well. Because when you're going into the depths, whenever you do that, you fall for like a very long period of time, which is really atmospheric and everything. But I'm almost guaranteed it's doing that just to reload and unload some of the assets. Because the whole reason why you fall there so long is just so it can load everything properly, while still seeming seamless. Because the Nintendo Switch kind of needs it, since it can't just naturally load everything that quick. You're finding so many cursed gnomes and glacial peaks. People always mention like the higher rates at random locations. I'm pretty sure it's just purely coincidence. But you can definitely get lucky on them randomly out of nowhere. The one thing that has always seemed consistent, though it's probably just also coincidence, gnomes seem to like clump up a lot when you're just farming them. Not when you're doing Palooza, but you know, because they're all in 4s. But you know, when you're just like farming for like verses and stuff, you can go like 15 minutes with none, and then get like 6 in a row of gnomes back to back to back. Did Puzzle Quest 3 get another patch? I should check up on that game at some point. Have they improved stuff yet? Because every time I've peeked at it in the past, not much has improved. Oh, so you know what other game I haven't actually played since it launched, or, you know, since they did the thing? Fall Guys. They released a whole new season, and I, like, barely touched it since. If I barely touched it, I mean that stream that we did was the last time I played it. Because there's some things in that season pass I actually wanted. But I haven't bothered grinding it yet. Maybe we'll do another Fall Guys stream at some point. I want to finish Darkest Dungeon 2 first. That and get the teams video out, or not the teams video, the Mythic tier list video I wanted to this weekend, but a Vault event and a few other things just kind of got in the way. I already had plans this weekend. I was not expecting a Vault event. What spare time I did have, I was just spending on the phone pretty much just doing Vault event. And overall, I would say we probably farmed for about 15 to 20 hours this weekend on Vault event, which is not super high. But still a good chunk of time. Most of that was trying to hunt versus. Because we pretty much started at 0. Ooh, double Volky, nice. We got triple Volky earlier. I didn't make any mention of it when we saw it, but we did get one earlier. I think we've gone a quad all weekend, though. Where everything's just a Volky. We have in the past, just not this weekend. You know how long you've been waiting for that mythic tier list? I know, I really want to get it out soon. We've been teasing it since, like, December. I need to go do it already. I just keep, like, overcomplicating some things with it. I'm doing it quite a bit differently than I have quite a few of the other ones, which I think is the main thing. Because I don't really have a structure set up for how I'm doing it this time. 1 to 6 months. Wait, didn't I not just say that? I said December. That's 6 months. 1 to 5 years. Well, we covered one 3 years ago, so it couldn't possibly be that long. But no, I've been saying this since December that we would do the, we'd be doing one at some point. We have not gotten to that some point yet, apparently. I think the most delayed thing ever in regard to Gems of War, not our stuff, but, you know, Gems of War itself, is the, treasure hunt rework. They have been talking about a treasure hunt rework for like 6 or 7 years now. Like, we're talking pre-pandemic. Like, we're talking, like, years pre-pandemic. And they still haven't done it. Like, there was talks for it around the time when, like, Underworld was added. Like, even slightly before when Underworld was added. That was a patch that happened in, like, 2018 or 2017 or something. But I still kind of wish they would do a treasure hunt rework. I always joked about it in the past that we would do a 12-hour stream whenever they do a treasure hunt rework. We might actually do it if the treasure hunt rework is worth doing. Like, if they buffed standard maps enough that we could just do 12 straight hours of maps, we probably will. If it's worthwhile, whatever the change is. If it's like the arena rework, we probably won't. Because that was a pretty underwhelming one. If anything, it almost made arena worse, or at least some people would feel that way. But, if the treasure hunt rework was actually good, we would do a 12-hour stream for it. Because we have joked about that many times in the past, and we've never been able to do it because they've never done the patch. If it's actually worth doing, we would. If they ever got around to it. Because I actually do enjoy the treasure hunt mode. There's just very little incentive to play it. And they could also do some things to liven up the gameplay a little bit more. Because the game is known for having its 4 abilities. You don't get, like, 4 optional abilities that you can use during the treasure hunt or something. Even if they're only one cast only, just to kind of assist you. Could be kind of like your lifelines to make sure you don't lose the map. We got no pet up, someone trigger one. I'm pretty sure no one's really doing PvP grind right now. Or they already did all their PvP grind for the week. Which reminds me, I need to go do like one more PvP battle, don't I? I don't think we reached the tier 1 thingy because we lost that final battle. Let me just clear one out real quick. Gives us like 10 glory keys, might as well. Get like 10 glory keys in 30 seconds. They could add leaderboards for it. I don't think they ever will. Mostly because of how many bot problems they've had with it in the past. Because that's definitely the most botted location in the game. And I'm not sure if that's still that big of an issue. But it'd be very noticeable with a leaderboard. But a leaderboard for it could be pretty cool. And they could technically have 2 leaderboards for it. One for highest score. And the other one for most maps done. Or even like turn total across maps. Or one is like highest turn total and the other one is, you know, just total number. Do people bot this game? They have in the past. I'm not sure if anyone still does. Because they have added quite a few botting measures to the game over time. I would say, generally speaking, most people don't. But, yeah, I don't know what the current state is these days. They haven't really brought it up in recent times. So hopefully they've already fixed everything in regard to it. It was actually one of the reasons why, the other December, when we got Chris Crinkle, why there were so many people getting, like, false bans. Because one of their anti-botting measures must have been, like, a check on how many treasure hunts maps you get. And then Cedric came in, or not Cedric, but the Christmas troop. And then it was able to get way more maps than what was normally possible. And they didn't change the code to actually check for it. And then that became a whole issue back in last December. Oh yeah, Chris Crinkle, that's the one. But yeah, by these days, their detection for it's pretty decent by now. They've had like 8 years to build it up. Who needs treasure maps, though? Well, people who are botting mostly do treasure hunt, so that's why they would need treasure maps. Because it's the easiest piece of content in the game to set up a bot for. Though there are bots that were doing PvP in the past. Pretty sure most of them have been banned by now. It was really interesting, too. Particularly with, like, Astral Spirit. Because a bot could actually calculate out every possibility. And almost guarantee an extra turn from Astral Spirit every cast. It's actually relatively advanced. Why are we reminding Tyrion of Crinkle? Wait, what happened? Why does Tyrion hate Crinkle? What's the story behind that? I don't remember. Hopefully we get some good loot here. Come on, 4 Glory Gnome. Double soul. He was one of the first people to get banned. Banned, traumatized. I actually got banned in a really funny way. Because I actually got banned and unbanned so quickly that I didn't even miss the daily timer. I was banned for like a little over 24 hours, but because of when that 24 hours landed, I was theoretically able to claim my daily every single day and still do everything I wanted to do. And we were still able to do every stream except for one. Because it did cancel that one stream kind of, but we were still chalking for it. It was kind of funny, because the Christmas stream this year, or last year technically, we weren't able to play because we were banned. But aside from that, my ban did literally nothing. Because I was banned for about 28 hours. But it was over a period of time where we were still able to play on Saturday. And then later on Sunday. like right before reset time. So I technically didn't miss any amount of game. I just wasn't able to actually stream on that Sunday, or, you know, at least not normally. Like, we weren't able to do the battles and everything. We just did the spoilers and just chatted for like half the stream. And it just ended it after like 30, 40 minutes. Because there wasn't anything to do since we couldn't play. But aside from that, I was pretty much unaffected by the ban thingy for the most part. Which is kind of convenient. Anyways. Okay. So, I guess we just run another one. Let me go update our numbers, I guess. And then we'll go right back in. Alright, where are our numbers at these days? Numbers. Where do I even update it? Why is it not coming up? There it is. Alright, so Volkies are currently at 130. Wow, we're getting exactly at drop rate. 20 each time. Very convenient. How many epic Volkies? 58. Oh, we did pretty good on it this time all of a sudden. Wow, we got, what, 3? Yeah, 15. Nice. There we go. We're almost there. We're at 145. How many more do we need? 145 plus 26? Means... Oh, we might actually get it next key. Or next Palooza. I think it might take us 2 Paloozas. Yeah, we're pretty close. Yeah, I think we do 2 more Paloozas. Because 26 plus 15 is 41. 41 plus 30 is 171. So yeah, I need 29 more keys. So yeah, 2 Paloozas. So yeah, let's just run 2 more Paloozas. And that'll be event completed. And then off stream, I'll try to get some more verses just hoarded up for later. Because I want to ideally have like 10 going into the end of the week, but... Or, you know, by next Palooza. Or by next Vault event, I mean. So if we use tomorrow, I'd only have to farm 4 off stream, which should be pretty doable. I won't be farming that whole time because I'll be eating dinner and a couple other things during that. But, yeah, basically just have to get 1 per hour while, like, half playing the game. Which I think is pretty doable. It's pretty much been our rate whole weekend, so... should hopefully be able to get it. Anyways, let's keep going. Let's go run 2 more Paloozas then. And you know what? Let's go ahead and code right now. We'll hand out 1 right here and 1 in a little bit. We'll hand one here and probably the next one when we actually hit our milestone then. Which is to just get 200 or more Vault keys. Which is one of our lower milestones for once, but still want to hit it. Also, before we do go do another Palooza though, let me go run through the dailies real quick. I actually haven't touched some of these other ones. And there are a few good ones here, so let me just clear these real quick. What team do I even want to run? Or what team am I running for the other one? I guess Zolgoth, so I'll run Zolgoth here. Because we're going to run a Zolgoth for, the dungeon. Yeah, we'll hand out 1 more code in a little bit. Probably around the time right before or at us reaching the 200 mark. How many Volkies did you guys go for this weekend? 100, 200, multiple 100, 1,000? I highly doubt anyone went for 1,000 this weekend. Oh, maybe so. I feel like less people would have went for 1,000 this weekend than a normal Vault weekend. Due to it coming out of nowhere. Because you have to have a lot of time free on a weekend to hit 1,000. Like, you basically have to dedicate your weekend to doing that. Which if it gets shifted by a week, you wouldn't know ahead of time. You know, I might as well grab the diamonds as well. It's not a lot, but it adds up. Yeah, no problem. I might have another code in a little bit as well. If anyone still has any other questions or anything you want me to go over to, let me know. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. If you haven't already. And of course, tomorrow I'll be covering the weekly video going over everything. Though honestly, everything happening next week is pretty much happening next Friday, which is really weird. Well, not really weird, but you know. Monday and Fridays tend to be the bigger content days, but most of the content coming next week is pretty much all on Friday. But for now, let's clear these out, and then 2 more Paloozas, and we'll call it there, probably. Because that will definitely be over 200 at that point. You went to an MLB game? Let's see, MLB, can I figure out what that stands for? Major League Baseball. Am I correct? Is it Major League Baseball? Gosh, I have not been to a baseball game in a very long time. Gosh, I think I would have been like 12 the last time I've been to one. I know places like that normally have really good concession foods, but they're like 5 times more than you would ever spend on it normally. But because you're spending so much more, it just tastes better. because the cost sink fallacy. So honestly, the stuff you get there is like some of the best food you will ever have. Let's see. Though I do have to say, having ran concessions at places like that before, concessions are actually pretty good at places like that. Even when you're getting it for free, it still tastes good. If anything, it almost tastes better for free. It's been a while since I've had a job where I can get free food. Because I know back when I used to work at a restaurant, like, you always got free food. Like, they would literally just, like, make you dinner. Which is very nice. Actually, my mom still gets free food from her place, too. Actually, I think they were doing s'mores the other night for some kind of convention thing they had. So she has quite a chocolate addiction, so she brought back like a dozen chocolate bars from it. Normally she brings back like realer food, but yeah, just like a whole stack of chocolate bars. Because they have some pretty high quality food there. Like whenever they have like weddings or other similar events. How many have I eaten? One. I wasn't gonna eat all of them. But I couldn't not eat one. Okay, we'll kill that out and we're good to go. And don't forget to buy the diamond every single day. Or every single Sunday. It's technically worth it every single day, but we don't need diamonds as much, so I only get it on Sundays. Sundays is super good value for it. But you should always go 100% of the time. You get the 80 diamonds for 50 gems, which that alone is worth it. Get the 2 gem keys, you get the free Celestial, which early on in the game is one of your only few consistent ways of getting it. And a few other loots. Technically it's 84 diamonds because of shards. Pretty good value. And I don't even need diamonds anymore, and I still go for it. Such good value. In case diamonds ever have another purpose in the future. Oh yeah, there's the redeem code we had just handed out. And we'll have one more in a little bit. Anyways, let's go run out of Palooza. Because I want to run at least 2 more. And probably only 2 more. Let's go for this one. Start the timer, and should be good to go. Oh, I just realized I'm on the wrong team, aren't I? It's not gonna take that long to switch it, though. Right there should be the right one. You went to the world's largest candy store in your states? That was fun. Ooh, that's pretty interesting. Actually, when I go to see my dad, I'll be able to see one of the larger pizzas in the world. I feel like it's in the top 10, top 20 largest that's ever sold on a regular basis. I even one of the bigger ones in the entire United States, I'm not even sure. It's definitely pretty high up there. I have a picture of it still on my laptop here. I kind of want to order a whole pie just to show you guys later. Because I don't think a slice gives it justice to how absurdly large this thing is. They had so much taffy and fudge. Most fudges I can't have because of my nut allergy, but I've had quite a few taffies in the past. Sometimes they're also made on equipment that makes them annoying, though, but taffy's really good. I've not had taffy in a very long time, though. Hello, Marty! Welcome, welcome. Did all your grinding on Friday stream? Haven't really had the time for anything else. Autoplay since. Nice. I feel like autoplaying a Vault event would take forever, though. Because the default teams win so quickly that it actually takes longer to click the autoplay button than it does to win the battle, unless you're doing Explore 12. Because, like, right now, for example, we're winning within, like, 15 seconds counting loading screens. Like, it will literally take more time and more clicks to hit the autoplay button. At least with this team. Obviously on Explorer 12, it'd still be worthwhile. Okay, that would be why. Okay, yeah, Explorer 12s. Because I was gonna say... Because if you're doing Explorer 1, it's literally quicker to hit the win button than to hit the autoplay. Hey, double Volky. I thought that was double Dragonite Gnome for a second, which is actually possible, by the way. It's very rare. We have seen it twice at this point. Though I've only claimed them for full value once, because the other one happened way too early. It happened within like the first 3 minutes. I wasn't going to wait 12 minutes just to get some Dragonite. That was one we still needed Diamantina too, and I still didn't bother with it. Just because you'd have to waste like the whole Palooza just to claim some Dragonite, which just wasn't worth it. Especially if you low roll and get like 20, 30 or something. Plus, I still give Dragonite for killing them. Just not as much if you claim them earlier on. I haven't used the community section on YouTube in such a while. I think the last time I did was when we were having connection issues. And I posted this screenshot of our, like, negative connection when I was having the Ethernet issue. Also, by the way, I've still never fixed that Ethernet issue. I honestly have no clue what's wrong with it. But, yeah, it still doesn't work. It's so weird. Like, I've been using Wi-Fi on my laptop for the last, like, month or two now. I have no clue why, but my Ethernet port got really messed up one day, and I have no clue what messed it up. And now it just does not work. It's not the cable, I've tried. I've mixed the cables, I've traded out on the other thing. But it's just the port on my computer specifically. It just like kind of went all weird one day. Oh no, it's gonna run. I can't kill it in time. No! Okay, good, that's fine. Oh, I don't have enough. Wait, I still don't have enough damage. Well, round 2. There we go. Oh, that was quite a delay, but there we go. Oh, did Chris sing for you too? That's funny. I don't think I've ever heard him sing Happy Birthday yet. I haven't been checking his streams lately. All three of us sing it differently. I can't remember the last time I've ever sang Happy Birthday in person. Like, we've sang it so many times over the years for this channel. Because someone wanted it one day, and then it led to a bunch of other people wanting it, and then it basically became a meme of us, like, always doing Happy Birthday for everyone's thing. Anyone who ever asked. But, aside from that, I don't think I've sang Happy Birthday in person for, like, a decade now. Because as far as, like, bigger in-person parties, I haven't really been to any since, like, my teens. It's been over a decade now at this point. Dude, I never do anything particularly big for my own birthday. I don't really go to that many, like, in-person parties. Like, any friends I do have that are having them are normally too far away to bother going. What about my family? None of them really live in the area, though. At least not a lot of them. And the ones that do, they don't really have, like, particularly big parties. Don't I sing for them? Oh, no, I didn't really sing for my mom's birthday. You know, we celebrate it, but, you know, I don't really, like, do the whole sing and everything. You can send it through the phone. Yep, what just happened? Wait, what? Where did my team go? Oh, there it is. Like, misclicked slightly, and then the whole team went away. I don't think I've ever done that before. I was looking over at chat. Then ultra misclicked. I think the problem is because I have two chats open of the same chat. Which actually makes it more confusing to just looking at one. They both show just the same thing, but you know. Actually, one does update slightly quicker though. The one on this PC. Just where my mic is normally blocks its location. I feel like we did pretty good on Volkeys on this one. Honestly, we've been doing some pretty good Paloozas though. Though I say that, they've all been actually kind of average. They feel like they're good when they're going by, but we're actually getting exactly a drop rate this weekend. For pretty much everything. Oh, there's a really lucky skull. Because after 5 Paloozas, we're pretty much at every value you should be at by this point. Pretty much. Oh, so we've only seen 1 Mimic all weekend. Which is actually a good thing. Because you actually don't want to find Mimics when doing this, it slows you down. You've been mostly farming verses with the vault while watching movies. I need to get back into watching some movies here and there. I basically stopped since the pandemic. And even something I have been wanting to see, I just haven't really been bothering with. I think the other big issue is the theater closest to me, I believe I've shut down completely. I know they were renovating it earlier. I believe since then they just ended up just like full closing it after the pandemic. So now I don't even have like a close theater to go to. If I want to go like in person instead of, you know, doing it through the online. There's still the one in the mall, but the one that was way closer, I don't believe is open anymore. What type of movies do I like? I definitely like animated films probably the most. Like things that came out this year that I would definitely go see are like Puss in Boots, the Mario movie, which I still haven't done yet. The Mario movie one. Stuff like that. But aside from that, mystery movies can be pretty fun. The only two I don't tend to really watch are horror and action, for the most part. Like, I do watch horror movies ever so occasionally. But, I don't know, I've never cared for action movies. Which I feel like most movies are these days. Like, I feel like on an average year, there's like maybe 3 movies top that get my attention, like, at all. And that is it. And those 3 would probably be... I don't know, 2 of them have technically already happened. The Puss in Boots one, the Mario movie, and the third one is, I think they're doing a movie for Five Nights at Freddy's, which is technically a horror thing. But, yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's, I believe, is getting a movie that's coming out this year. I know it got announced. I can't remember if it got announced for this year. I think it got announced for this year's Halloween. But yeah, those are, I think, the only 3 I'm interested in this year. And I'm not a fan of every animated thing. Like, whatever Disney's doing with those, like the real recreation ones don't make any sense, like the mermaid one. Like, I would definitely not go see that. Another one I'm not really that big a fan of, like under the animated category, would be like the Elemental one that the Pixar is doing. Like, that one seems pretty underwhelming. I'm not sure what DreamWorks is doing this year. Well, I guess technically Puss in Boots was their DreamWorks movie this year, unless they're doing a different one. And honestly, they hit it out of the park with that one, so that's good. Yeah, oops, the Palooza's done. Let's go do the next Palooza. Did I even do that in the right timing? I'm not even sure. I was just chatting. But, yeah, anyways, what we're doing, let's go do our last Palooza. I'll go hand out a code. Let me go update the numbers before we go do the next one, though. Just see where we're sitting before we go for the final stretch. Because I think next Palooza will be the final one we need. At least for our very minimum goal of 200. Alright, so 3 or 5, that means 50... Whoa, the 25? Okay, wow, we just did really good on that one all of a sudden. Wow, 55. I mean, 25 in one Palooza. That one didn't even seem like it was doing absurdly good, but apparently it was. How many epic Volkies, though? 58, math, 16. Okay, so only 1, that's why. Still not bad on Volky number. Oh, and of course Palooza's up by 1. So it looks like it's only going to take us 7 Paloozas. So if we add 16 to that, that brings us to 171. 171 plus 28. Oh, come on! We're 1 Volky short! Oh, that's funny. Well, I guess after we get our first Volky this cycle, I'll go copy-paste the code. Let's see. You want to see the D&D? Oh yeah, they were doing a D&D based movies. Have they done multiple of them? Have they been any good? I never really got into Dungeons and Dragons in any way. But I would probably see one of their movies just to see what's kind of up with it. But yeah, have they been doing multiple of it, or is it like the first one they've done? I don't even know. I feel like a lot of IPs are starting to make themselves into movies. And I would definitely see that. Imagine if they released like a Legend of Zelda movie. You know how insanely good that would do? Like if they took Tears of the Kingdom and made it into a movie. Like it's already going to win Game of the Year. Imagine what it could do in the theaters if they did something specifically for it. Like that's one of the IPs that would benefit a lot from being in a movie format compared to some other IPs that Nintendo has. Anyways, let me go start the next Palooza. And as soon as we get the first Vault Key, we'll go paste the code. Because we're literally one Vault Key short, if I did the math right, of getting to our Palooza. I mean, to our 200 goal. Yep, let's make this the last one then. Let's go head over to games. Get ready on SoulForge. Let's see, no more Palooza, and let's get it rolling. And the first Vault Key we get, we'll go paste the code in. Well, technically it already is. Just gotta click enter. Shouldn't take us that long either. Should get in like the next minute. And nope, no Vault Key. Watch, we're gonna go like 10 battles without a Vault Key now. Come on, next Vault Key, we hand out final code. That'll be the 200 mark. Unless I mathed incorrectly, but we're still handing it out then, regardless. Vault Key? No Vault Key. Gosh, we're literally gonna take 20 fights to find the Vault Key, aren't we? Now that we only need one. Oh, ideally, we'd want like 20 something from this. Based on its average drop rate, you should get one within like 45 seconds. So it's either this battle or next battle. Come on, next battle. We're under drop rate if we don't get it here. Hey, Epic Vault Key. What a way to do it. There we go. But here's the code. Enjoy, everyone. That is the 200th key. And it was an epic one, too. How convenient. Took a little while to drop, but it did drop. There aren't even dungeons or dragons in D&D anymore? How? It's literally in the name. Instead, you're a barista at a coffee shop. You wish you were joking? Wait, really? Has it become more of a role-playing game than like a dungeon crawler? Because based on that description, it sure sounds like it. I know, role-playing games could still be fun. But how could they not have Dungeons and Dragons in Dungeons and Dragons? You kind of need both those two things. Yeah, no problem for all the codes. I'll say hello, Humberto, if I didn't already say hi. Welcome, welcome. And I feel like the issue with most role-playing games, particularly ones that you do with like a physical board, like in person, is they take so absurdly long. Like ridiculous amounts of time. Like double-digit numbers for like a single campaign. And the biggest issue is you always need like everyone there. Makes it even more annoying to do. Lester. Hey, double Vault Key. If anyone wants to answer the questions, let me know. Because after this Palooza, we're probably calling it a night. I'm grabbing some dinner. Hey, also, this is a stream I was somewhat hungry on, and I did not talk about food. Look at that. Aside from the chocolate bar that got brought up naturally earlier, because we were talking about the other thing, I did not bring up food a single time. Actually, how did we even bring up the chocolate bar? How did they even come up? Related to something related to job stuff. Oh yeah, because I was bringing up getting free food from work. Like the benefit of it. Aside from that, I did not bring up food. There we go. It can be done. Oh yeah, the candy visit someone mentioned. No, I think I mentioned it before that. That was for something else I mentioned that. Because that's when I brought up the pizza. So you know what? I did actually bring up food multiple times. Because when they mentioned the candy thing was when I mentioned the pizza that's at the sawmill. Because it's one of the bigger pizzas available in the United States. I'm not sure if it's the absolute biggest, but it's among one of the bigger ones you can get in the entire United States. That is sold on a regular basis. I think it's like 60-something inches. Compared to an average Peaches large, which is like, what, 18, 20, 24 inches or something? I forgot the exact dimensions. I know it's absurdly large. Like, it's large enough that if you get 4 larges from an average pizza place, it'll fit inside the circle of the pizza. It is that big. Yeah, I've been in a candy store in the past when I was younger. I think there was one around Disney area, and there was one somewhere in New Jersey. I can't remember if it was field trip related or what, but I do remember it was like this entire candy shop. It wasn't like a super deluxe place, but you know, they had a lot of premium candy there. It was pretty cool looking inside. Like, it was half toy shop, half like super ultra candy place. Oh no, he lives. Luckily we have a backup plan. Come on, no, the drag click! It's gotten us again. About to start using controller again. I haven't used a controller for a Palooza in a while. Maybe next Vault weekend, we'll see. The only problem is using controller on PC is kind of glitchy for this game. Some of the inputs are kind of weird for it compared to if you were doing it on like a Xbox or something. This game's meant to run, at least on PC, with mouse and keyboard. It only has partial controller support. And some of the things controller has that it does are very, very glitchy on this game. And they mentioned in the past that they don't plan on really patching any of that stuff. Like for consoles, they obviously will, but for the PC version, they've never bothered to. There's a lot of controller glitches on PC compared to any of the other platforms. Oh, so one thing we haven't done in Gems of War in a while, we haven't soft locked. There's been a lot of glitches for that in the past. And honestly, I don't think we've done it for a couple years now. I think back a little. Oh, come on. Yeah, perfect. You just let the skulls just sit there. Even if we didn't, we had yellow just sitting there as well. Hey, a lot of Dragonite all of a sudden. Don't really need it, but hey, it'll add up. Who knows, maybe we'll add something else to use Dragonite on in the future. Worst comes to worst, we can still keep working towards 4 Diamantinas. But then we're truly going to have nothing to use them on once we get that, though. That final stretch, final 5 minutes of Palooza. No, technically not. It's actually the final 5 hours, in a sense. But on stream, it's going to be the final 5 minutes. Because after this Palooza ends, there's still 5 hours of the event left. You can still do a lot of farming in that time, and I will be doing some. So we'll be off stream at that point. I'm mostly just going to farm versus, so it's, you know, it's just going to be the single Dust Devil, triple Iron Hawk over and over again. While I'm doing a few other things. Oh, come on, pick the thing. Mostly going to go grab and eat dinner. I'm actually not even sure what I'm going to make tonight. Just probably make up a salad with something. I had like tuna fish earlier, which held me over. I've been in a big like tuna fish soup mood lately. I have no clue why. I've just gotten in the mood for it. Had it yesterday, had it today. Might have it tomorrow. I'm starting to run out of soup. Come on, show some of the better gnomes. Don't give us jewels. Jewels and ingots are by far the worst too, particularly the ingot gnome. When it was added, no one even needed ingots anymore. Or, you know, as far as, actually, that's not completely true. Some people still needed epic ingots at the time. But, oh no, that was one thing that was always weird. With how Underworld was scaled, it was so easy to get legendary and mythic ingots, which ultimately made epic ingots the rarest ingot in the game for some amount of time. It's not the case in the current state of the game. But there was a point in the game where epic ingots were the rarest of all of them, despite them being 2 rarities below the other 2. And to a degree, they still kind of are to this day. Even though there are a lot more ways to get epic ingots now, legendary and mythic you just get flooded of once you get to the Underworld part. I guess if you're really early on in the game and you're not doing much Underworld, then yeah, they might still be rare. But once you start clearing out Underworld, you just get infinite legendary and mythic ingots pretty much. Very quickly. Because even right now, with how many weapons there are, combined with how much you get from maxing every faction currently, I believe even still to this day, if you were to get every single faction to 500, not even 500 pure faction, but just to 500, I am pretty sure that is enough to get every single legendary and mythic ingot you need for like nearly every weapon, if not every weapon in the entire game. Even several years later. Especially if you go for pure faction, because actually, do you only get pets for that? I don't remember. Maybe pets and some of the stones. Ingots, I mean. The final 5 might have just been pets. So yeah, still, by 2000 you'd have most of them then. If not all of them. Because I believe, yeah, the final 5 is just the pets. Yeah, there's also more epic weapons, which is true, except for legendary, yeah. Mythic has the least, well, not the least, but of the 3 higher categories, epic, legendary, and mythic, I believe mythic has the least, and legend has the most, and epic has the second most. I believe. Those numbers might be different these days. I don't know the exact tally on each one off the top of my head. But yeah, legends have a lot of weapons, but mythics barely ever get any. Because there's not too many ways for mythic weapons to come into the game. There's 1 per hero. There's Dawnbringer and Duskbringer. And there's probably a whole nother category I'm forgetting. But there aren't that many. Whereas legends, they just come in always. Every new faction has one. They come in through passes and stuff. Like this Kingdom Pass had 2 of them. Alright, wow, that's a horrible final battle. I'm going to take it though because I don't think we can wait out the timer. Or, you know, try to get the timer into the next one. Double ingot, no. We were just talking about how bad you were. You know, I might have had enough time to squeeze it in, but oh well. Give it a few extra seconds, and that is Vault Event completed. Or at least for our minimum goal we set. Wow, that did like nothing. No, he did souls! Look at how bad his souls are. Well, at least we got 3,000 total there. Alright, let's see our final tally. So, Pity Key is at 29. So I'll add 29 to whatever this is at the end. Alright, so let's go get our numbers. So, to end out the events, I will still be grinding a little bit off stream, but it won't be any paloozas. It'll just be for verses. So we're only probably going to get a few Volkeys along the way. But our final tally, we started with 150 Volkeys. We now have 322, which means we ended up getting math. We got brain doesn't want to math right now. 172. Oh, so we didn't do that good on that one then. We did pretty good on the previous. Epic Volkey, we started at 758. We are now at that, which means we did 18. Okay, so we got 2 Epic Volkeys, not bad. And 7 Paloozas. And now we had our Pity, which was 29. And that means we have gotten 100, or yeah, sorry, not 100. That would be 201 Volkeys. So even that number is above 100, or 200, I mean. And 18 Epic Volkeys for 219 total keys. Where 201 of them was Volkey, and 18 of them were Epic Volkey. And that was with only 7 Paloozas, which, you know, that's not too bad a value. 7 Palooza and getting all that. We're pretty much at drop rate for everything, so worked out great. Didn't get bad luck, didn't get good luck. Pretty much exactly what you'd kind of expect. I might as well claim all these now. And we could surely see that's 201 if we go check the other one. We just started at 150, which means this number should be 351. And that number is 351. Exactly so. Yeah, we did the math right. So yeah, we got 201. Plus 18 Epic Volkeys. Not bad for only 7 Paloozas. That's pretty much exactly what you'd expect from 7 Paloozas. Alright, there we go. Anyways, guys. We will be tomorrow, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the stream, 2 hours prior to now. Doing all the standard weekly stuff. Aside from that, we will have the weekly video going up, hopefully early tomorrow morning. Otherwise, sometime tomorrow. Aside from that, off stream, I will try to grind this Vault event a little bit more. There's still 5 hours to go, so if you want to go grind, there's exactly 5 hours left. So make sure to get on that if you still want a little bit more from the Vault event. As 5 hours, still a lot of time to go hunt the treasure map, or treasure hunt, treasure vault, whatever you want to say, the Vault event. It's still a lot of time to do the Vault event, so still plenty of time left to get some in if you have the time to do it during that time. And aside from that, yeah, we'll go into next week and go from there. Anyways, guys, hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. I will catch you guys soon, and best of luck if you're still going to be farming the Vault event. Catch you guys later. Bye, everyone, and thanks for watching.